Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the cards of the day. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. And as I shuffle and get ready for everything here, which I will be drawing the cards and shuffling the cards here in just a moment. But as I do, I saw an interesting post and I thought that I would comment something similar. The universe is basically a giant ball of energy. Everything that we perceive is a state of energy in a different frequency. Essentially, the illusion of solid mass, the table, the cards, and then the illusion of mass or the illusion of energy that is not solid, such as light. Any of your energetic forces like heat, cold, are all just matter and energy inversely connected, moving at different frequencies and speeds. Now, the thing that you have to remember is that just like an old school floppy disk drive, or any device that utilizes magnetics to store information and data, the universe stores an infinite amount of data within that wave. It's all a construct. Reality is a construct of what it has been programmed to be by both the creator and us. And I believe that since we are made in the creator's image, it is a dual creation process that is still happening. We're basically living inside of a giant magnetic storage device with all of the answers to every question we've ever wanted stored within the information within something as small as a playing card, because of the vastness of the depths of size as to how small something could be or how infinitely large something could be, or vice versa. It's the information you can store on it, though. Just like a USB drive. Some of them only store a few gigs. Some of them can store terabytes. A terabyte drive in every playing card would be very beneficial for everyone to learn that information. But remember, this is old information. We are programming it every moment of every day with what we think and feel with new information. We are giving the universe the instructions to which are actually binding us. We are giving the universe our own code, our own rules. So stop putting limitations on your own rules. We live in a universe that is plastic. It's ever evolving. Take advantage of that. All right. And as I shuffle, we're going to go straight into the energy cards of the day, because I actually do draw these first. Okay, and the first energy card is Fehu, cattle. This is wealth that self-procreates. In other words, wealth that literally makes more of itself. And we have Neptune, the god of the sea. Intuition, mysticism, dreams, imagination, and emotions. Anything to do with water is emotions. And of course, the physical ocean itself. And the final card is Pluto, the god of death and rebirth. He is the god of transformation, power, evolution, and, as I said before, death and rebirth. So the energy of the day is telling me that there is a massive change coming, a cleansing one that will basically be built upon our intuition, imagination, and our intuitive side, backed with the power of death and rebirth. The old must die before a new world can be created. And Fehu, this new world is being created, it's going to basically be one of growth that is self-perpetuating. It will make more of itself as it moves along. That's the energy of the day. Is soon things will change. our intuition, our psychic abilities, and our drive will make a new reality, and it will be a more bountiful one than this. And the blessings of the day. We have 444. 444 is protection. The universe and all of its guardian angels and its heavenly hosts are protecting you right now. Every spirit that has ever come across you, or that will come across you specifically in the near future, is going to add just a little bit more energy to that healing spell, that healing power, the protection power. And why is protection healing? Because it stops you from being injured any further. It gives you a chance to rest. Being protected does not mean invulnerable. Being protected means that you were vulnerable and that you needed to be protected so that you could heal and regain your strength. Take advantage of that today. And we'll circle back around to all of that in just a little bit. Now, let me get the actual cards shuffled. One other thing about manifesting that a lot of people seem to be caught up on lately is, oh Jesus, these are all flipping. People seem like they want to be able to do these instantaneous magical effects. Who wouldn't? But the simple fact of the matter is that unless the universe smiles on you and lets you do it a few times, if you're lucky, most practitioners have had moments where they said something or did something and as if by magic it has just happened. And it's usually early on in their practice that this happens. And it's what gets us hooked, is that sudden feeling of, OMG, I just caused change. I just did something magically. That gets harder and harder to do. And you have to continuously learn to trust your instincts, because the more and more power and knowledge you amass, it seems the more and more you have to take on faith. And it also seems the less and less you're visually able to do instantaneously in front of yourself. And the reason for that is this. Yeah, you might be able to cause an instantaneous magical effect, like, ooh, look at that, I made a little thing spin on the table, or a candle blew out from across the room, or a ray of sunlight hit me right at the right moment, or I told the rain to go away and it did, instantaneously, as if by magic. And it works. You just got hooked into sort of what makes magic almost addictive, is that feeling of power, that rush. There's two reasons why you'll never progress beyond that, is typically for most people is they fear it instantaneously, and two, the instant disbelief as well. Two things we're programmed to do is fear power and then disbelieve it when it happens. Those that progress past that point are lucky, but they're unlucky too, because the more knowledge and the more power you amass, it seems the more the universe wants to test you. So that you have to take it on faith to a certain point. And it may take decades to get over that point where you can no longer do instantaneous magic, but yet your spellcraft, your large scale magic, your healing magic, your protection magic will become amazing. It will become second to none and paramount. It's going to be what you're primarily going to use as you amass the knowledge and information that you truly need to master the skills that it took for us to do the first magical effect instinctively. And it takes us that long to reprogram ourselves, to trust our instincts and to believe in ourselves to be able to do it regularly. I've only ever met a handful of witches and one wizard who essentially could do instantaneous magic in their old age and could just do it. They hardly ever did it though. It was one of those things where it was always just sort of worked into the relationship around them. It was like the universe and Mother Nature itself just sort of shifted slightly so that everything would just sort of align for them. They reached this synchronicity and this harmony. They gave them a clarity and a power that was unmatched. That is what the real journey is all about, is getting to that point, to the point where you don't need to do magic anymore. Everything just works around you as if it was all always meant to fulfill your plan. There's no need for spells. The universe is literally going to just do it for you as you move forward. Enlightenment and harmony is literally being in harmony with nature and magically having everything that you want or desire just work. No need for spells. Pure thought. That's true magic. All right. Now, I feel like I've been just going on and on this morning. Very introspective today. First cards are for love, as always. We have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is telling me that there is a pain, a great pain that you are feeling right now. There was a loss, a divorce, a death, something very, very traumatic happened. And it has been both a loss and a victory. The reason I say victory is because typically with the Three of Swords, it represents something very destructive being destroyed. And even though it was a destructive force in our life, it was something that we feel better over time that it's gone, where we grieve, we feel better more so than we grieve about it being gone over time. It's something that will be missed, and it's something that you'll always feel sad is gone, but ultimately you know you're better that it is gone. And that is crossed with the Nine of Cups. This is telling me that this is a divorce. You can't have a brand new relationship that is blessed matched with that kind of energy. So I believe it's dictating to me what type of energy it is. This is a divorce. This is a relationship that was toxic that's being broken up. And you're going to go through the same emotions that everyone goes through during a breakup. But remember, not all relationships are meant to be. It's okay for you to get over this and move on. It is okay for you to put it behind you and to feel better about not being in a relationship. It's all okay. And it's not any one person's specific fault, nor is it some things just aren't meant to be. Some things just don't fit together. Okay, and the money cards. We have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is a very fortunate card to get for the money reading because it represents your problems dissipating as if smoke in the wind. Gone. Like a handful of powder that looks solid, and then you break it up into dust and then throw it and it disappears. And we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is saying that the reason the majority of your problems are going to disappear is because you're going to walk away from them. The Five of Pentacles basically says that you are leaving one situation in order to prosper and grow further in another situation. So you may be leaving one job or one financial institution for another where you'll be able to progress and make more money faster. It may be a temporary loss for right now, but you will proceed. You will be able to grow further with this new company than you ever could with the old one. Okay. Next, we have the well-being cards. We have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands represents a huge upwelling of power, the creation of something new and powerful, something that is going to change the course of your life, and that is crossed with the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is the same thing, something powerful, something physical, monetarily created, and then something with passion and fire behind it that is powerful, that is created. The well-being cards are telling me that you're about to create something physical in this world that will not only make you money, but you'll enjoy doing. This is screaming new business. This is screaming creativity, following what you're passionate about, follow what it is that you enjoy doing. Even if that's making random things and not any one specific thing, or just crafting a bunch of little things, or jewelry, or painting. Something is going to make you money that you're very passionate about. So follow your passion. Take the chance a little bit. It might be worth it in the end. And we have the spirit message. We have the star card. The star card represents faith. It's the guiding light in the dark. It's the part of divinity that we can see even in the darkest of nights is the stars. And remember that it's always darkest before the dawn. So just because the only thing that you can see is the stars, remember they get brighter the darker it gets. That is the beauty of faith, is the darker things get, the brighter your faith will get, that you're being guided, that you're being protected. Because the darker things are, the happier we are of the smaller things that we can see that give us hope. And that is crossed with the Six of Swords. You are moving in a fast and fortunate direction, and this was a definitive plan. So something that you set forward in motion is not only moving quickly towards the destination that you want, but also you're being guided by higher powers, which means you're going to have little tiny omens or signs that things are working out and that they're working out quickly. And I think that part of the problem that you might be upset about or worried about is that it may be working so fast that you're not used to this type of a good luck streak. Something that falls together perfectly is almost too good to be true. The star card is saying in this instance, it might actually be true. Remain on guard and make sure that you're maintaining control of the situation and helping things along the best you can. But the stars are saying that this is going to happen. So embrace it. And we have the headline cards. The Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins is telling me that there is a great sorrow, a pain. Something terrible happened in the past. And this is something that as a whole, everyone has noticed, seen, and felt. Because it's a headline cards, it means that this is something that is affecting everyone. So this is something that was very big news that caused a lot of pain and sorrow, a lot of death. This could be any number of things over the last 2-3 years that have happened. So keep that in mind as I continue. And we have the Magician card. The Magician card is going to work in tandem with the Queen of Coins. The Magician is the reminder that we're in control. I'll show this again because I love the imagery of this card. He's at a crossroads. He can go left, right, up, down, forward, back. He could stand in place. He could do whatever he wants because it is his choice. He is in control of the physical universe as we see it. Our day-to-day choices are our physical world. Therefore, free will is what the Magician represents. Free will to make the world whatever it is that we need it to be. And we do that with a little showmanship at times, sometimes white lies, sometimes hiding the truth a little bit, sometimes outright lies. But whatever it is, good or bad, we make the choices. And that's telling me that the Queen of Coins is partially our fault. Our choices are what led up to the pain that we're currently dealing with right now. But here's the thing, the universe wants this pain that the Queen of Coins is dealing with to be fixed. The gods are so moved by the pain that was created that they take action on their own and try to fix the situation from behind the scenes. And the Queen is unaware that there's anything being done until after it's done and everything is fixed. So remember, right now we're dealing with something that we caused. And it's going to take a lot of time for us to get it all back in order and to make sure that this will not happen again. But the headline cards are telling me that something we created is coming back to haunt us. We're going to have to choose to deal with it, or it will be dealt with on its own, irregardless. So it's better that we stay involved and keep control over it. Otherwise, it could spiral in a direction that we're not going to be able to see coming. Just be cautious, everybody. Okay. Those are the cards of the day. Those were the energy cards of the day. And the blessing of the day was protection. Now, I am going to looking for a very for a very, very specific one here. No, not that. There it is. I knew which symbol I was looking for. I just need it as a focal point. Okay. Now, I'm going to be sending out this is Algez. Algez is the rune of protection. Now, above you, below you, and cast about you, 3 times 3, I say to thee, let light shield and protect thee. Shields of protection, wings of angels wrapped around, walls of stone, walls of thorn, great canyons that divide. These things protect from all sides, as you are, above, below, and in all directions. Be protected by your guardian spirits, your guardian angels, and your ancestors. Receive the protection that you need so that you may regain your strength, rest, and have a moment's peace to breathe. I do not give you invulnerability, but I give you temporary immunity to all the woes of the world so that you may breathe, so that you may rest. And there we have it. Have a fantastic day, everyone. I hope to see you all again tomorrow morning. Bye. Blessed be.